Hey guys, my name's Jonah Baldwin, and today I'm going to be talking about my opinion on keeping red sliders. Um, Basically, again, this is all my opinion now from the research that I've done on them and keeping two of them. This is basically what I'm gonna say about them as keeping them as a pet. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna go over there and just show you them why I talk about them. Now I understand that you guys probably don't just want to look at my face while I talk about red sliders. Basically, I'm gonna start with the good stuff first because that's what I feel like doing. They're a very rewarding pet and very tons of personality, very interactive, more than you'd think. They're not the type of pet that you get out and hold or play with. They're more the type of pet that you can hand feed, interact with, as you can see. They basically, let's start with the care requirements of why I personally think that they're a beginner animal. Yeah, when I think about it, they're a beginner animal. They're really easy to keep. The thing is, people get it wrong so often, and they're not exactly, good for your budget, I guess you could say, or good to your bank account. First of all, with food. The food they eat is basically, the easiest thing to feed them is pellets. Now, I've fed them fruit, once, and that'll probably be it. You don't really need to feed them fruit, but I just fed them fruit once because they should also eat some greens. Now, I got them to eat greens now, but before I couldn't. I don't consistently, but I was just trying it. But I did get them to eat a little tiny bit of fruit, and that's all that I've given them. I feed them just like a normal kind of pellet, just a turtle pellet from Petco. And I fed them, just some greens from the iguana's thing, once or twice. So that's food. Food's really, really easy, not like live food or anything. Then, let's go to, what's next? Housing. This is the big one. So food, good. This is kind of one of the big things. Now, red-eared sliders are supposed to have they're supposed to have a gallon of water per inch of their body. So, they I think in America, if I have this right, I know it's in Ohio, but I'm not sure if it's in all of America. The U.S. They have to be 4 inches before you're legally allowed to sell them. That doesn't mean, legally allowed to sell them to a normal person that just wants to keep them as a pet. That doesn't include teachers who are using them for education purposes. They can buy them when they're less than 4 inches, but they have to sign a paper. Technically, if you want to go to a reptile expo, sign the paper. You're not, the people will sell them to you, but it's illegal, as far as I understand. Now, so that means you need a 40-gallon to start with. And they're not exactly cheap from a pet store either. Now, I would recommend getting one off of Craigslist, rehoming one. That's what I did, except I ended up with 2 and I wanted 1 because I rehomed them. And I'm gonna figure out how to get rid of one of them because, as you can see, they're both 5 inches and this is a 50-gallon tank. That's housing. Now, females get to 12, 14 inches. Males get to 10, 12 inches. Males are smaller, normally 10 inches. And that's what I plan for the one that I'll be keeping. I have a 100-gallon pond in my garage that I'll be setting up during the summer. And I guess once it gets to size, I'll be setting it up inside as well. If it wasn't in a regular shaped pond, then I probably would have convinced my parents to already let me set it up. But I will not probably be allowed to do that until it absolutely needs it. Or Yeah, basically that. Or if I get an like a oval shaped pond, but it's not like that. That's the size for the thing, and I plan on keeping it in that pond for the rest of its life. I think that'll be fine. These are both males. Then with and I would personally, again my opinion, rather keep a male, because males can't get inbound and egg bound. I don't know why I said inbound. Egg bound, where they need to lay an egg and they can't. But with tortoises, I know that normally you need, like, it's better to keep a male and a female, because the male will get like super horny. I don't know if that's the right word to use in this video. It'll show its stuff a lot, and it's kind of disgusting. So people normally try to get a female for their male. But yeah, also males are smaller, so I'd rather keep a male. Like if you have to choose, just keep that in mind. Then when it comes to lighting is also, no, here, let's do temperature and humidity. Humidity is obviously, they're mostly aquatic. 75% water and like 25% land, but really just mostly water. They're pretty much aquatic. And that goes with housing. It's actually better to keep them in a tub rather than a tank, because they spend so much time, as you can see, trying to get out of the tank through the glass because they don't understand it. It's basically the rule with turtles. They're not the smartest. But yeah, then when it comes to temperature, their water needs to be decently warm, and they have to have a heat light to bask. Then when it comes to lighting, they need UVB, which is also down part on my thing. I don't like love animals that need UVB, because these are diurnal and they're baskers, so that, yeah, they're gonna need UVB. Then they need a heat light and a basking spot, obviously, which is a part of the housing. Then when it comes to, let's see, I think the last one's just substrate, which is super easy. Nothing really too important there. Just some decent sized rocks for substrate. And that's pretty much it. So yeah, they're really easy to take care of if you take care of them right. They're really rewarding if you take care of them right. And that's why I've created these videos. And you go back, there's those 5 things, and I've made a video for each 5 of them. There's a playlist on my channel. And this is kind of like an overall type of view. So hope you enjoyed. If you did, like it down below. If you have any comments or concerns, put in the comments below, and if you want more content, then subscribe. Also, speaking of housing, you can pretty much keep them with any fish as long as they don't eat that fish. So that's on, or the fish doesn't eat them. So I have them with a bluegill, a bass, a goldfish, and a bullhead, and maybe a crayfish. If that's, I haven't seen it in forever, so it could be down there, but I don't really know with this rock structure. That's also, I'd say, a plus. So we'll see once these fish get bigger. So hope you enjoyed. Have a great day. Make somebody's day today.